Brandon Jennings, he's going to go to Europe to play for the year. Now, could this decision of not going to college, could this hurt his stock in the eyes of NBA scouts?
Depends how he plays. I mean, if he continues to develop and shows that he's a really good prospect and can be a really good NBA player, it may help it. It depends on how he approaches this, how he deals with it, and how he plays. It could be a really good move, or it could backfire. Mm-hmm. We'll have to wait and see. I'm not sure.
And yeah, because it's interesting. Say if he plays really well in Europe and he's really excels out there, could it send a negative message down the road of players not trying to go to college, instead just going overseas just for the 1 year?
I don't know how much more negative messages could get for kids. I don't think it's that big of a deal, frankly. I don't think it's going to open any floodgate for players to go over to Europe. European teams are professional organizations, and they want to win, and they're businesses. So the idea that this has been available for kids to do for years. Kids could have, guys could leave after their freshman year, sophomore year, and go over to Europe. That's a big transition, and it's very, very difficult. And the European leagues don't want to just serve to pay a player to come over there for a year and then bolt over to the NBA. They want to get value out of their players as well. So I don't think this is going to be necessarily a trend or, like I said, some sort of floodgate deal. And I don't consider Brandon Jennings, as good of a prospect as he is, I don't consider him to be some sort of pioneer or trailblazer. I don't think pioneers or trailblazers wait for their test scores to make decisions. This is a reaction to the situation that he's in. And I also, Nabaté, haven't heard anybody say that they feel that this is the best thing for him. Everybody has couched this as being, it's a reaction to they consider the NCAA unfair, or the eligibility rule for the NBA draft unfair. And he wants to be a pro now. That's fine. I mean, I wish the young man great success, as I do to all college players and high school players. I'd love for everybody to make it, but I know that only a very small percentage will. And, we had the same discussion a few years ago with Sebastian Telfair. I mean, I thought Sebastian Telfair was wildly overrated. He went into the league and was drafted way too high, got a shoe deal that I know that Adidas regrets, and he's a pro, but he's not a very good one. And I don't know how Brandon Jennings is going to pan out. He may turn out to be a great player. He may turn out to be just a good one. We'll have to wait and see. But this will be an interesting journey he's about to go on. And he's headed into a different culture. I don't know what country he's going to play in, but he's headed into a completely different culture, and he's going to be playing against men, and he's going to be expected to deliver as a professional.
Right. And I wonder if he's going to keep that high top too. We have to wait and see.